weird. A magazine contacted me yesterday about they stuck an old picture of me on the cover of the magazine. And told me I'm invited to a party because I'm their cover story. And,
that's funny.
And that they said I did an exclusive interview with A.J. Benza for the article. And I went, well, when did I do that?
Wow, you've been busy.
I mean, A.J. asked me for an interview, and I said I'm not doing any.
That was your interview.
That was the interview. I'm just curious how they plan on. Did I do an interview with A.J. and I don't know it? Yeah, I mean, so what's going on there?
In fact, you saw we had a bunch of emails. He kept asking you to do it. He said, come on, bro, help me out. And you just said, I told him, Howard's not doing interviews with anyone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing any interviews.
What do you think happened then? Did AJ just sit by the radio and pretend he was talking to you?
Well, maybe. I just don't think... I'm sure AJ's honest. I'm just saying I think that maybe the magazine's jumping to a conclusion.
I see.
But,
maybe he just wrote an article about you.
And I'm sure it's a very favorable article, but if AJ wrote it, but I haven't done any exclusive interviews with anybody about this topic on purpose. And I've gotten a lot of requests,
Yeah, from lots of interesting people.
Yeah.
John Stossel.
Charlie Rose. But the reason I'm not doing any interviews about First Amendment and stuff is that, number one, I could have spent the rest of my life doing those interviews, and a lot of friends have asked me to do interviews, like AJ. AJ's a friend, but, you do one, then how do you say to the next guy, well, not doing that. You say, well, you did it for AJ, or you did it for this one, and
not only that, by not doing it, you have made people realize this isn't about you.
Right.
It's about the First Amendment.
And that was my point.
Because people are beginning to get that.
I just find it disturbing that I'm getting a press release saying there's an exclusive interview with me.
And you have a party for your cover story.
Yeah, and I'm having a big party. They said, well, anyway, I got to read this to you. I go, what nonsense is this? Anne-Marie, thanks for taking a minute with me on the phone this morning. I really appreciate it. Our magazine has an exclusive interview with Howard that journalist A.J. Benza conducted a couple of weeks ago. Wow. Didn't know that. Unless A.J.'s just pulling a New York Times kind of thing, like...
Right, I'm saying, like a lot of these journalists these days are making up their exclusives, so...
Yeah, I guess. The cover of the issue is attached for your review. It's a fantastic article and cover. We'll be hosting a private party in New York City on Wednesday, June 2nd, at Bungalow, to support the release of the issue and the message behind it. The editor-in-chief and the publisher would like to work in conjunction with Howard and his show to utilize this party to make a statement in support of First Amendment rights. Yeah, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah. Most importantly, we would love to have Howard and the staff of the show be our special guests at this private affair. Anything we can do to make this worth his while, please let me know. Yeah, put about $10 million on an envelope.
How are you going to make a statement at a private party?
I don't know. This is ridiculous. We'll have Rock the Vote there to register people. That should bring about 4 people. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody turns out for Rock the Vote.
I was going to ask you if I could move some stuff around this morning. Chauncey's supposed to come in at 8:30 with some mystery guests.
Yeah.
But they're a little bit early, and I don't know that they're going to last that long.
Oh.
And we were talking out in the office, and we think they're all worth getting on.
Oh, okay.
So maybe next break we can bring those guys in?
Bring them in now. I don't care.
All right, it's going to take a couple of minutes because they're all up front.
Well, Chauncey's trying to get John's job. Tell that story you were telling me.
Oh, and I got an even better one that goes with it. So Chauncey calls me. Remember he told the story on the air about he went to a masseuse, and after 5 years, she finally gave him a happy ending, and he didn't know why.
Right.
So he says he spoke to the masseuse, and she's willing to come on the air and talk about it. And he even said to me, he doesn't want to know why. He wants to hear it on the air as well. But with Chaunce, you always have to check everything out. Mm-hmm. So I call the masseuse, and I'm in this really embarrassing position because I have to say to the masseuse, do you know why I'm calling? And she goes, well, Chauncey said you were going to call about something. And I said, did he tell you exactly what? She goes, no. So now I have to go through this with her, and I go, well, you've been giving Chauncey massages for 5 years. And she goes, yes, that's true. And I said, and you recently gave him a special massage? And she's like, yeah. And I said, and Chauncey said you'd be willing to come on the air and talk about why you did that. She goes, are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? She says, I'm not doing that.
So why does he put you up to this?
No, I mean, he said it was all set up, but with Chauncey, I always have to check everything out. The other thing was Will was working on Chauncey's friends with the most decorated veteran of the Vietnam War.
Right.
The guy wants to come in, support you, and talk about some stuff that he saw in Vietnam.
Okay.
Will calls him yesterday. He doesn't know he's supporting for president. He thinks he's on your side, but he's not sure, and he never saw anything in Vietnam.
Wow.
Right. There you go.
Chauncey's way off the mark sometimes.
And how is Chauncey a journalist? That's why I never believe anything Chauncey
He
says.
still never produced the tape of Jenny McCarthy either,
No.
did he?
No.
Can't find it.
Can't find that
Right.
tape.
Oh, he had it. He had proof.
I'll tell you, Chauncey's got everything that he's doing for John's job is riding on today. What he's got going on today. And you're either going to love it or not.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
There'll be no in-between on this.
Yeah, I was reading Chauncey's recap of his day on howardstern.com. It was pretty good. He sees everything in a very weird light.
I didn't read it yet. But
Yeah, no, I mean, but it's cool.
He sees things in a weird light.
Yeah, I mean, he evaluates everything. He's just, he figures you don't like him. And
What?
yeah, you got to read howardstern.com. It's very important.
He's out of his mind. He is out of his mind.
Like, you probably walked by him because you're busy working and didn't say anything, so now he figures you're in that group that doesn't like him.
That growing group.
Hey, Jason, why don't you bring Chauncey's group up front?
No. Hey. Dude, everything you're telling us is wrong. Your masseuse doesn't want to come on the air.
Why would you tell us that your masseuse is going to talk about something and then we'll get on the air with her?
I missed the whole conversation. What are you talking about?
Did you really?
Yeah, I was in the back.
Way to go.
What's the conversation?
It doesn't matter. I'm not going to repeat it.
I heard my massage therapist mention.
Your week's not going well? Like, you even missed a good conversation about you.
Chauncey, you gave me your masseuse's phone number, and you
Right.
said she's ready to go. She knows what it's all about. She had no clue what it was about. She was offended by my call.
What did you say to her?
What do you mean, what did I? What, you told me that you once gave Chauncey a special massage, and you're willing to come on and tell why.
See, you should let me handle it. The problem is
why
Gary.
didn't you?
The problem is Gary. If you would have let me handle it, she would have came on the air, and she would.
So why didn't you handle it?
Because Gary said, I'll talk to her.
But she said she wouldn't come on the air and talk about
Did
it.
you say to me, Chauncey, hold on a second, did you say to me, it's all set, she's willing to talk about it,
Yes.
I don't even want to know. So she was ready to go, right?
Yeah.
So what could I have possibly done to scare her?
These are the words I had with her. I said, do you want to go on the Howard Stern show and talk about how you give me massages? She said, oh, I would love that. I have no problem. I said, now, are you open to talk about everything? And she said, Chauncey, you know how I am. I wouldn't care. I'll talk about everything.
You got to be more clear with somebody. She had no idea what everything meant, Chauncey.
I'll get her on the air on Thursday.
Yeah, bring her in here.
On the phone, because I don't think
All
she's
right.
going to want to be
All
seen.
right, so get her on the phone.
But how could that
Leave it to me. I get things done. I'm a guy who gets things done.
Yeah, but you didn't get it done. Don't put it in Gary's hands.
He took it from me.
You should have just brought her in.
He took it from me.
I said I
just
have
put her
to
in.
check these things out because you're not reliable.
Not reliable.
Well,
When
we
have
can
I not
find
come
that
through?
out on the air. If
But
he
Gary-
produces this woman and she
He
can't,
said
I'm the
she's
producer
ready to
of the
go.
segment.
Yeah, but you should just let him bring her in.
No, he didn't want to bring her in. He was going to do it on the phone.
So fine. Let him do it.
It would have been fine. It would have been good radio. The second you
get
took it
her
from
on, Sean.
the second you took it from my hands, things went to crap.
Oh, you're such a jerk.
What is Beetlejuice doing here?
Part of this bit.
Oh, part of the bit. Hey, Beetle.
This is my show revelation.
All right, what was the other thing you said about him?
With the Vietnam veteran, the
Yeah.
most decorated guy,
Right.
All those things that you said he wanted to talk about, he had no idea what you're talking about. He's not supportive of Howard. He's not unsupportive of Howard.
This is a
He,
practical
he
joke.
thinks he's supportive of Howard, but he's not
course he is.
sure.
he doesn't know who he's
It's
voting
Gary.
for.
Let me tell you something. It's Gary.
Yeah, it's always Gary.
All right, Chauncey.
Let me
Bring in your
produce.
Jenny McCarthy tape. You
Let me
redheaded
produce.
bastard.
Let me do it, and the things.
What happened to your Vietnam vet?
He's gonna. I'll put him on. You want him on?
No. Hey, what's going on, Jason?
So, Chauncey's mystery guest is here, but she won't come on the air. She says she absolutely refuses to come in the studio.
Let me take care of this. Hold on.
All right, you go take care of it.
You better go produce, John.
Chauncey's week's going horribly
I'm gonna run
wrong.
the whole thing here.
Yeah, that's it.
Chauncey's the rainmaker.
Hey,
Let him do
Beat,
this.
you're working with Chauncey now?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't even know Chauncey, do you?
Hey, buddy, how'd you like Vegas, huh?
Vegas was all right.
Tell me what went on there. Did you get laid?
Twice.
No kidding. Look at you,
That he can count.
ladies, man.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Right. Good for you. Yeah, I had a good time there.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't hang out.
You know, Beat, for me, it was a lot of work, but, you know, for you were having a good time. Oh, wait, who is this, Beetle?
That's my
Who is that?
It's my little sister.
That's your sister? You brought her in? I never met your sister. Come on in. That's your sister?
Yeah.
I heard you had a sister.
Yeah, it's my little sister.
That's Beetle.
Beautiful.
I'm the
Beetlejuice.
oldest, so you know that.
What is your sister's name so I can say hello to her?
You say if you want to know.
What's her name?
Erica.
Erica. I didn't know you had a sister for real.
Yeah, I'm the oldest in the house.
Yeah.
Hello, Erica.
Hello.
How are you? Get close to that microphone because I don't want to miss a word of this. Tell me, are you an older sister or a younger sister?
The younger sister.
Younger sister of Beetlejuice. Now, how do you guys know Chauncey? We've always heard Beetlejuice has a sister. How did you...
This was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. No one on the show has ever been able to get Beetlejuice's sister on the air.
That is true.
You gotta give me props for this, bro.
That's right. So, first of all, but before I get to Beetlejuice's sister, Pete, what happened to your front tooth? It's gone. Where your big tooth? What happened to it?
I took it out.
You pulled your own tooth out.
Right.
Why?
You're kidding.
Did your sister know about this? Did you realize he pulled his tooth out?
Yes.
Why did he do this?
I don't know. He just took it right out.
Took it right out. Now, you must be proud of Beetle. I mean, of all his celebrity and fame.
He's a big star.
He's a big star. But you've remained in the shadows.
Right.
You've never come forward.
Right.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just, when I be seeing him on TV, I just try to catch it.
Right.
You don't want to be on TV with him?
Nah, she's not on it. She's not into that.
She's not a star.
She's very religious.
You're a religious woman?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Now, Beetle is a hard-drinking guy, loves to drink, loves to party, and smoke weed.
You know it.
I catch him that too.
You do some of that, too?
I catch him that too.
Yeah.
For me, but she don't do it.
Right.
I catch him doing that.
You do.
Don't get it.
Do you ever do that stuff?
Nah.
You're living a clean life. Why is that? Why are you not having fun like Beetle is?
I don't be on TV.
Right. It's not for you. Are you shy?
Yeah, a little bit.
And what is your love like? Are you married?
Nah.
Still single?
Yeah.
Are you dating?
Nah.
No. Beetle is
You don't
dating
want to tell a Beetlejuice that you have a boyfriend?
Who? Him?
Yeah.
Oh. No.
Me?
Yeah, you.
You can tell they're related.
So, B.
Yeah, I had a boyfriend, but he cheated on me and went in another girlfriend.
That sucks.
That's like a man. You know, Beetle cheats on all his women, too.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah, a little bit.
Keep my eyes on him. He think he's slick.
Who thinks he's slick?
Bring all the food home. Now I gotta eat it.
Beetle brings home food?
Yeah.
Where does he get food?
Being Joe's.
Mm-hmm.
I work, huh? I work, man.
And you bring home the bacon.
That's
Yeah.
right. I work.
Now, Beetle is known to make a lot of money. I mean, he is very popular. He goes and makes these appearances. Is he supporting you and the family, or do you have your own